Good afternoon. Hope everybody's had so far a really good day, morning, and now we're like pretty late in the afternoon. Um, Morning was kind of crazy for me at work. It comes and goes, and it can be where I can be able to do a lot of things that I need to do despite that it's crazy, but there are times that I feel like I just have to put everything down and just do the one thing that I'm there for, and is to do my job, right? So that's important. So I just tend to just focus on that, because that in itself is a lot. Anyway, so I'm here waiting for my son to pick him up from school, and I was trying to think, like this morning too, like what is it that I could say. I always try to figure out, is there something that I can share, or just what is it that God's putting in my heart? And there's always so many things that I tend to go through from when I wake up till like now that I could share, and I believe anybody could share, and someone could learn from it and get something really good out of it. And so I was laughing because I usually kind of go one way every morning to work, and that's kind of the route I usually know. And now when I get to from the highways, it'll either always tell me one way or the other, but it's pretty strict one highway all the way, except when I come drop my son off at school in the mornings, then I have another option. And so I've noticed lately that when I do that, well, maybe not all the time, just thinking about that now, but so when I leave work, I always tend to get on with my GPS, only because GPS is going to let me know what's ahead, and it's going to tell me this route is good, this route isn't, and what's going to be the quickest and fastest route, so that I can get to getting my son safe and sound and on time. So this morning I so happened to come down the other way that I normally don't, but because again I dropped my son off at school, that was the option. So when I put my GPS on this afternoon coming over here, it had me come back the same way I came this morning. So I started thinking, are you doing this because I came this way this morning, or are you telling me that this is the best route for me? So I'm looking at it and I'm debating, and I'm looking like, because that's where I got the idea. Because one time I had to come down 35 410, and then when I left work, it had me go back the same way. Of course, 410 35. And so I'm thinking, are you doing this again? Like GPS is like, yes, we're gonna plot against you, Mercy. And I read the thing, because I always have it set up to be fastest route, gas saver, avoid tolls, and all that other great stuff. Anyway, so I'm looking, I'm like, okay. I just hit start, and we take off, and we got here. And on the way over here, I had made a few phone calls, but I talked to my daughter on the way over here, and I was sharing with her. I don't know why GPS is having me go down 410, then hit 90. And we're hitting the back roads to go get my son. And I go, because it never really has me go that way, because it always tells me to avoid this area because it's always pretty hectic and heavy traffic at that time, especially around the 90-1604 area. So she makes me laugh, because she's like, well, Mom, I would just definitely trust GPS. And I said, you know what? You're right. Because the last time I thought I knew more than the GPS here on Google Maps, I got stuck in some traffic. And I was like, this is what you tell me, and directed me not to come this way. So with that whole long story, I told myself kind of basically our walk with God, right? He gives us direction. He gives us unctions. He gives us his word that leads us in the right directions. He will always tell you first of what he's wanting to do in your life, and someone else will bring confirmation for it. But he'll use preachings. He'll use whatever he wants to do, because this world is his canvas. This world, we all belong to him. So he can choose how he wants to get the point across. But what I'm saying is that just like I had to say, okay, I don't understand why you would have me go home route this way. I'm just going to do it anyway. Because obviously you see something I don't see. So that's what I mean about God. Following his direction. It may not make sense. It may be uncomfortable maybe, or definitely put you out of your comfort zone. Whatever it could be, or whatever it could be at the time, or what you're feeling you need to do or not do. Whatever it is, just do what God's wanting you to do. Follow his direction. Because he knows every stop, he knows every incident, every accident, he knows every person driving on the road and their intentions and what's going to happen next. We can't see what's ahead. But our Creator, our God, our Father, our friend, he does. And because he has the best interest for us always, and because he loves us so very much, and man, he gave his only son for us. There was no need for that, but he did it anyway. So if that love, that great love that he has for us, saying just go down this way, even though it's not the norm, or it's not what I normally have you do, whatever you can apply this to in your life, just know that God, like GPS, leads you around, leads you on the right direction, gets you to your destination safe and sound, and on the time it says, you're there. And sometimes you can get there a little bit faster, but point is that just follow his direction, because he will never fail. Matter of fact, I heard 3 songs today with that God will never fail. He never fails us. And he doesn't, because he loves us. We are the apple of his eye. We are his heart. We are everything to God. He loves us so very much. So let's take that to heart. And just like I did today, however, I questioned, and I do that with God a lot of times too. I question his ways, and are you sure? I don't know about that. But who doesn't? But isn't that good when you have that kind of relationship with God, that you can do that and talk with him, and he will give you understanding, sometimes a nudge, sometimes you don't have a choice, sometimes he'll give you a good explanation. Whichever it is, know that he's got the best plans for you, and it's a good thing, because you know that where you're going, you're going to get there, and you're going to get there right on time. All right, everybody, I hope y'all have a fabulous, wonderful Wednesday. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Be blessed today, the rest of the day, and this evening. All right, guys and gals, thanks, everybody. Be good. Have a good one. Bye.